Greetings, everyone. My name is Josh, and today I'm going to be talking about my love for giant monster films. Now, today's topic, of course, is giant monster movies that I really love. For instance, I really love Tremors. That was my first love of giant monsters. For one, you never know when or where a graboid was going to pop up next. And while some people don't really like the word graboid and prefer it to be called Tremors, that's something that's really not why it's called Tremors for a reason because of that. But the original title for the film was Beneath Perfection. It was written by S.S. Wilson and Brent Maddock, and Ron Underwood directed the film. It was filmed in 1989, and it was released in 1990, so it's really an 89 flick, but most people just say it's a 90s flick. It had everything. It had a full-scale graboid, it had miniature graboids, it had all kinds of cool stuff, and the best part was, it was practical. It wasn't CGI like today's movies. Now, here's some campy B horror giant monster flicks, like for instance, Attack of the Giant Leeches. The original movie, not the remake, which has a bunch of CGI giant leeches that suck people's blood. Well, you can watch this movie and tell how campy it is by the effects, because it's actually people inside these giant tentacle-like leeches that are made out of rubber. And it's hilarious because it's just so... It's just like they'll do anything to make a giant monster film. Then you got Mosquito, another 90s horror flick that co-starred Gunnar Hansen as one of the baddest guys I've ever seen in a horror movie. In fact, there is a reference to Texas Chainsaw Massacre in it when he grabs a chainsaw and he says, "Man, I haven't held one of these in a long time." I might be wrong. That might be the wrong line, but it's really fun. Mosquitoes accidentally suck the blood of extraterrestrial blood and become giant mosquitoes with the biggest proboscis. When they suck you, they literally suck you dry. Also, on the same topic, there was another movie called Skeeter, which is even harder to find, but it's also about giant mosquitoes, which I don't know if it's a sequel or if it was just a remake of some sort. I'm not really sure. But it's basically got the same premise as Mosquito, as giant mosquitoes start eating and killing people. Then you got Mosquito Man. That's right, he's half man, half mosquito, and that movie is so funny and ridiculous that I can't stop laughing about it. Then you have the classic monster films, giant monsters, like Godzilla. Well, I didn't watch all the Godzilla films. I did watch many verse movies. And I actually have a few. And plus I have the 98 version of Godzilla. But the 2014 flick was actually better, and of course, I really enjoyed that film. It made a ton better than the 98 version, which I really loved the 98 version, but it wasn't all that great. Then you have Mammoth, which I haven't actually got to see. Then there's Kingdom of Spiders. And of course, Eight-Legged Freaks. Who's afraid of spiders? I'm not really scared of spiders, except if I see one and it's close proximity of me, then I freak out a little bit. But usually I just kind of squish them. But the funnest movie ever was Big Ass Spider, and it's no lie. In fact, they actually say that in the film. And of course, I've heard that they're making a sequel, which I'm hoping comes out soon because I really loved it and I thought it was really funny. And everyone who was in the film was terrific. And the fact that the spider was CGI, it was really great. It was really done well. You can actually tell it was a spider, and it wasn't like some cheap-looking, blurry image of a spider going across the screen. Well, and then there's a lot of giant movies, but probably my favorite cryptid animal is Bigfoot or Sasquatch, which there's been tons of movies about Bigfoots, but my favorite is, of course, Harry and the Henderson. And, you know, it used to scare me as a child because it was very terrifying. But it was actually more funny when you realize that it's more of a comedy. Because, again, you know, when you're a kid, seeing it for the first time, it's really scary. And then there's Legend of Boggy Creek, which I do remember watching parts of it, but I got kind of bored of it. I don't know, I just didn't really care for it that much. Well, there's a lot of giant monster flicks, and I kind of forget all of them, but my favorite, of course, like I said, is Tremors. It's just something that I really loved as a kid, and a teenager, and as an adult, and they're still going strong. With Tremors 6 being released next year, yeah, that's right, there's going to be a 6th film with Mike Gross returning as Burt Gummer, and Jamie Kennedy returning as his son. And if you haven't seen Tremors 6, shame on you, because it's a really good flick. I mean, yes, it's different. It could be considered a remake more than a sequel, but it takes place after Return to Perfection, because Tremors 4 was a prequel set in 1889, which the original film was 1989, and it makes it 100 years old. So that's why it's done differently. There's a lot of things that I love about giant monster flicks, so tell me what you think. What is your favorite giant monster flick of all time, if you have any? And if you haven't seen any of these films, check them out if you can find them. They are hard to find these days. I haven't seen them. I do remember Mosquito when I rented it on VHS, and it was like, wow, this movie is really creepy and scary, and campy as hell, because it is a very campy film. But I really love these films, so check them out, and I will talk to y'all later. I will be gone for a whole week, and today I got stung by a wasp, a yellow jacket. I don't even know what stung me, because I didn't actually see what nailed me, but it stung me right in the throat. So I'm a little sore, but I am going on with this video. So that's all the time I have for today, so click the like button, subscribe, and comment below in my comment section. Blow it all up, I don't care. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later.